everybody, and Xur has somehow managed to take over Destiny's Instagram page and has given us a little bit of a glimpse into some exotics that we're going to be seeing when the Taken King comes out. Now, some of these exotics we have seen videos of from Game Informer, so now we actually know what those exotics do and what they're called, and we also get a look at some brand new exotics that we have never ever heard of before. So let's take a look at the first exotic that I'm going to be showing you guys. This is called Alchemist Raiment, and it is exotic warlock chest piece. The description says, to reshape the world piece by piece, thought by thought, all it takes is a little reshuffling of particles. And what the exotic perk on this chest does is that collecting primary ammo will give you a chance to gain glimmer. Orbs collected when your super is full recharge your grenades and melee. Now, from the comments of this exotic chest piece on Instagram, people don't seem very impressed with the perk on it, and I don't think it's the best perk. It's definitely not the best perk in the world. It does look super good because it actually glows. That whole thing glows like purpley blue green. It looks really good. It looks super badass. I can agree that the perks are not the most amazing things in the world, but if you are trying to farm glimmer, this is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing for anyone trying to farm glimmer because you just have to pick up primary ammo, which drops a lot, and you can be getting extra glimmer from everything. Now, the fact that when your super is full, it recharges your grenades and melee, some people might think that that's a waste because why would you not just use your super and then collect those orbs? But I think that this would actually be really good on a Radiance Warlock, on a Sunsinger, because you actually hold on to your super for a really long time in PvE because you only tend to use it when you die to come back and make sure your team doesn't have to start all over again. So if you're a Radiance Warlock and you never get to use Radiance and your super is always full, this could actually be really good because you can still use those orbs that your teammates are making. You don't have to completely just ignore them and waste all of those glorious orbs. So you can run a full intellect build and always have a grenade and a melee. Maybe. It's possible. So I think that these are actually a lot better than people give them credit for. They have their place. They're very specific. You're not going to want to use this exotic in every situation, but if you're farming glimmer, you're gonna want to use this exotic. Moving on to the next exotic, which we've actually been able to see quite a lot of, but we get a little more information. That is Sleeper Simulant, which is a heavy fusion rifle. The description says, subroutine IE kilo status equals complete, midnight exigent status equals still in progress. I don't know what that means at all. But what it says is that Sleeper Simulant is a fusion rifle that gets equipped in your heavy weapon slot. This weapon's laser tears through enemies and ricochets on hard surfaces. And we have been promised that this thing is gonna be like the heavy, super crazy thing that everyone's gonna want to get. We don't really actually know that much about it. We don't know how good it is. Like, we know stuff about it, but we don't know just how good it is. We're told it's amazing, but we don't actually know how good it is. But it looks really cool, and we're promised that it's super amazing. And I think it's actually pretty hard to get because you have to get a bunch of fragments on the Dreadnought in order to get it. At least that's what I hear through the grapevine. So we'll see. The jury is still out on whether this weapon is going to be the next Gjallarhorn in Destiny. The next exotic is Sealed Ahamkara Grasps, which is exotic hunter gauntlets. The description says, plating the Ahamkara bones in silver helps to quiet the auditory hallucinations. O bearer of mine. Sounds like a crazy person, but I'm not gonna judge you. Now, what these actually do is that they are filled with nightmare fuel, which means that they will provide you with an additional melee charge, and your melee damage will have a chance to reload your primary weapon. So you're gonna be able to have double blink strike. That's always cool, especially if they don't fix the bug where it procs when you're not even behind them and you get an insta-kill. You have 2 insta-kills with their melee. You're also gonna have an extra throwing knife, and for the Night Stalker, you're gonna have 2 smoke grenades. And I actually think smoke is very strong. The Night Stalker's grenades are pretty weak, but smoke is really strong. So having 2 charges of those is really awesome. And when you do any damage with your melee, you're actually gonna have a chance to reload your primary weapon. So if you're running around and you're throwing smoke at people and you're running using a strength build, you might actually never have to reload your primer, like manually. It'll just automatically do it for you. So I'm really interested in these. I think out of all the exotics, this one actually looks like it has the most potential of actually being pretty good in PvP. And on to the next exotic, which is called Telesto. It is an exotic fusion rifle, and the description says, vestiges of the Queen's Harbingers yet linger among Saturn's moons. Now what this actually does is this fusion rifle will attach projectiles to your foes and detonate with a delayed void blast. Multi-kills with this weapon will drop orbs for your allies. So this sounds like a PvE monster. You're gonna be able to spray it on enemies. It's gonna attach these things, the projectiles, to your enemies, and then they're going to explode. And of course, it's going to be easy to get multi-kills with that. Multi-kill, by the way, is just more than one in Destiny. So if you just get more than one kill, which seems very easy to do with a fusion rifle that attaches projectiles to foes, then you're going to create orbs for your allies. So this sounds pretty good. This seems like it's gonna be one of the best PvE exotics. It looks really, really pretty. I'm really liking the little pink features, the pink, gold, and white, and black. I like it. And it just sounds like it's gonna be really good. I'm excited for this one. I think this one is gonna be really, really good. We'll see, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. I think it's gonna be amazing. Now moving on to our Titans, we have not forgotten about you guys. We have an exotic Titan helmet for you called Empyrean Bellicose, and the description says, this barely understood Golden Age technology once held aloft the floating gardens of Pomona Mons. Now it's stopping bullets. And what this actually does is, aiming your weapons while in the air will hold you in place for a short time. Orbs collected when your super is full will recharge your melee ability. So you're basically getting Angel of Light as a Titan, and you're gonna be able to recharge your melee with orbs. So this exotic, I'm not impressed by, to be honest. I'm not super impressed with this, because Angel of Light definitely does have its place to have, you know, it has its place. Sometimes it can be good, mostly it's used as a novelty. Maybe there's gonna be encounters in the Taken King where having something like Angel of Light is super, super helpful, but as of right now in Destiny, it's not really that good. And then having orbs only recharge your melee, like, Warlocks get to recharge their melee and their grenade, which is why I think that's an okay perk on that chest piece, but just to recharge your melee seems a little weak, especially as Titans are, not the best punchers in the world. I would say that this one would probably be better to use with a Bubble Titan rather than a Striker Titan. And just when you're holding onto your super, I guess, you hold onto your super and you want to use it in a situation similar to what I said about the Radiance Warlock chest piece thing. You hold onto it and you're just picking up orbs and recharging your melee so you can get an overshield, I guess. But all in all, this helmet, I'm not too impressed with. But maybe it's crazy awesome in the Taken King. But as far as I know right now in Destiny, I'm not that impressed. And the last exotic, which is an exotic shotgun, which we've actually seen some footage of, and it looks super crazy awesome. It is called the Chaperone. The description says, my mother had a shotgun, we called it the Chaperone, kept us alive out there before we got to the city. And that is an actual quote by Amanda Holiday, the chick who does last word things. Anyway, what it does is that this shotgun fires a single slug shot. So it doesn't spray, it just has a single slug that it shoots at people. And it grants an agility boost when equipped, so you're gonna be able to move a little bit faster when you're using the Chaperone. Your precision kills will grant a brief increase to handling, range, rate of fire, and stability. So I don't know how good this shotgun's gonna be. It's really hard to judge stuff because I feel like they're bringing in a lot of new mechanics to weapons and also exotic armors that we don't really know how good they're gonna work yet, but increasing the range is pretty crazy and the rate of fire. So if you just get that single shot on someone and you hit them in the head, you're gonna be running around like a super fast crazy person, you're gonna shoot really fast, you're gonna have really long range. So I think this has the potential of being an amazing shotgun. I just really want to use it and see how good it is because we have not had a single slug shotgun before in Destiny. So I'm excited, I'm looking forward to see how this is actually going to perform. So that is it, guys. That is all of the exotics that Xur infiltrated Destiny's Instagram with. Let me know in the comment section what you think of them in general. I just slapped my keyboard. I'm sorry. Let me know in the comment section what you think of them in general, and which out of all of these weapons and exotic armor pieces is your personal favorite. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hang out tomorrow in Destiny's stream. If you go to Bungie on twitch.tv, they're going to be streaming a tour of the Dreadnought. They're going to be showing us a strike that's on the Dreadnought, a brand new strike. I'm going to be hosting it on my Twitch channel, so if you just want to talk to me and fellow subscriber awesome people, you can check it out on my Twitch channel, which is in the description of this video. I'm going to host it so we can watch it together, we can talk about it, and we can have a good time. So avoid the chaos of Bungie chat coming out with us. It starts at 11 a.m. Pacific time. I will be there. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys, and I'll speak to you awesome, amazing people later. Bye.